Let's look at an ancient civilization. They had no way to send a message and know it arrived. No way to look up a fact. No way to see a photograph the day it was taken. And if two of them disagreed, the disagreement never got resolved. This civilization existed in 1994. By the end of this, you'll agree that ancient is fair, because here's what the internet actually did. It didn't make life faster. It deleted the waiting. Everything you're about to see had a weight attached, and we'll put a number on each one. 1992. You want to know how tall Mount Kilimanjaro is. There's no way to find out at home. So you go to the library, open a drawer of index cards, find a subject code, walk to a shelf, and hope the book is there. If not, you come back another day. The alternative is an encyclopedia, which cost more than a month's wages and was out of date the day it was printed. Or you ring the library and ask a librarian, because that was a real service and a real person answered. The wait. 2 days. 1996. You're driving somewhere you've never been. On the passenger seat is a book of maps, and the passenger's job is to read it out loud while you drive. Get it wrong, and there's no polite reroute. There's a 40-minute argument. If you got properly lost, you stopped the car and asked a stranger, who was also guessing. The wait. Nobody knew when they'd arrive, which is why people said they'd be there about 6-ish. 1998. You've heard a song you love. You cannot listen to it. There is no mechanism. You wait for the radio to play it again, which might be next Sunday, and you sit with your finger on the record button of a cassette player. And when you catch it, the DJ talks over the ending. So your copy of your favorite song has a man saying, "That was," on the end of it. Forever. The wait. Days. And your copy was ruined. 2000. Friday night. You want to watch a film. You get in the car, drive to a shop, and walk along a wall of boxes. The film you want is out. 4 copies. A town of 30,000 people. So you take home your 4th choice. Then you drive back and return it. And if you forgot to rewind it, they charged you money. The wait. A round trip, and you didn't even get the film. 1996. You want to know the football score. You press a button on the remote. A page of blocky colored text appears, and you wait for it to cycle round to the page you want. Miss it, and you wait for it to come round again. No pictures, no commentary. Just a number, updated whenever somebody typed it in, and millions of people watched it like a film. The wait, until the page came round. Notice what all of those have in common. None of them were hard. Nobody in 1996 thought their life was difficult. The waiting wasn't an inconvenience sitting on top of normal life. The waiting was what normal life was made of. Everything so far was about getting things. The rest is about reaching people. 1995. You've arranged to meet a friend at 7, outside the cinema. That's the entire plan. There's no way to change it, no way to check where they are, and no way to tell them you're late. So you both turn up, on time, because the alternative is standing in the rain wondering if you've been forgotten. People were much better at being on time. It wasn't discipline. There was no way out of it. The wait. 20 minutes outside a cinema, not knowing. 1993. There is one telephone in your house, and it's in the hallway, where everyone can hear you. It has a curly cord, so you can move about a meter. If somebody else is using it, you get a noise, the engaged tone, a sound nobody under 25 has heard. If you rang someone and they were out, the phone just rang in an empty house. Nothing recorded it. Nobody ever knew you'd tried. The wait. Try again later. Forever. 1997. You take a photograph. You have 24 in total, and you cannot see a single one. You don't know if your eyes were shut or if the lens cap was on. You find out days later, at a counter, in front of a stranger. And you pay for the bad ones too. Which is why every photo from that decade is of something that mattered. Nobody wasted a shot on their lunch. The wait. A week to find out whether the moment survived. 2001. You want to know how much money you have. There's no way to find out. You go to the bank, which is shut, because banks closed at 3:30 when everybody was at work. You write a check, and everyone waits 3 to 5 working days for a piece of paper to be believed. The wait. A working week to move your own money. 1999. You want to buy something. You look through a catalog the size of a phone book, write a product number on a slip of paper with a tiny pen, and wait to be told whether it exists. Or you ordered by post and waited 28 days, which was printed on everything as a promise. The wait. Allow 28 days for delivery. 1994. You'd like to meet somebody. Your options are the people at your work, the people in your pub, and the newspaper. Columns of tiny ads written in code because you paid by the letter. There was no photo. You found out what they looked like when they walked in. The wait. Weeks. For a stranger. Described in 9 words. 2002. You do have the internet. Sort of. Getting online means the computer screaming down the phone line, and while you're on it, nobody in the house can make a call. So you're on a timer, and somebody's shouting up the stairs. A single photograph took a minute to appear, drawing itself down the screen 1 strip at a time. One song took about 1/4 of an hour. The wait? Measured in stripes of a picture. And this is the strangest one. Before all of this, arguments didn't get won. They got dropped. 2 people would disagree about who was in a film. There was no way to check, and so the disagreement just sat there for the rest of their lives. Entire families had a fact they were wrong about for 30 years. Nobody could prove it. So it stayed true. The wait. Never. Some of those arguments are still open. So, was 1994 ancient history? Here's the case for yes. Between 1500 and 1900, 400 years, a normal person's Tuesday barely changed. You woke with the light, worked with your hands, and knew what happened in your village and nothing else. Between 1995 and now, 30 years, all of it changed. How you find things out, how you reach people, how you hear music, how you're photographed, how you argue. By the only measure that counts, what it felt like to be alive on an ordinary day, the last 30 years is a bigger gap than those 400. So 1994 isn't ancient because it was long ago. It's ancient because almost nothing in it survives.